Allen. He said he'll bring Robert Longstreet.
Said, come over here and talk shit about our movies. How do you guys like it?
We're used to it. I'm Jason.
And I'm Jules.
And
we doing filmographies.
Oh my God, is it already time for the third Bill Sage movie?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trace?
We're just blowing through them.
Man, and I bet Jules hasn't seen a single thing he's liked in 3 movies.
No, not yet. Close, sort of, but not quite just yet.
No.
Cat's out of the bag for this one. I did not really like it.
No, he doesn't care for Hal Hartley.
The movie's called Trust. Hal Hartley, in an interview, once explained that he made this movie on the spur of the moment because he wanted to work with Shelley again immediately after The Unbelievable Truth. So he had very little money and very little time. The movie was shot in 11 days. They got away with it because a majority of the dialogue basically implied the direction of the characters in the film. And I think both Shelley and Hartley saw Donovan in a play. Mm-hmm. And they were like, there's our Matthew
Slaughter.
Yeah.
Gary Sauer.
Yeah.
Sower?
Okay.
The terrible asshole boyfriend in The Unbelievable Truth.
Mm-hmm.
In this movie.
Oh, yeah. Sayer?
Sure. He's only in 4 movies.
Okay.
And I think all 4 of them are Hal Hartley movies. Now, the mom in the previous movie, The Unbelievable Truth, only in 2 movies. Some horrible zombie movie, and then The Unbelievable Truth. The
guitar-playing mechanic is in this as well.
And he actually
briefly
has more credits than you would think. He's got like a small handful, but he was still in things up until 2015.
I realized watching our previous episode again,
mm-hmm.
which I'm oft to do,
mm-hmm.
when they were slinking around at the end. And then specifically his character in here, like the Bruce McCullough vibes are so fucking strong.
Happy birthday, son.
It's unbelievable.
I was so happy to see a lot of faces carry over this movie.
Yep.
Edie Falco plays the sister of Adrienne Shelly in this
mm-hmm.
movie. The dad in the previous movie works at a diner and does like one scene.
Chris Cook.
And then we never talked on this, but Adrienne Shelly's dead.
Mm-hmm.
She was murdered quite a while ago. They thought she hung herself.
Yeah, right. But a stalker.
I think it was a handyman.
Yeah.
I think a handyman did something and then
caught her in the shower and
hung her up in there.
Yeah.
Probably should have researched this a bit more before talking about it.
It's an HBO documentary.
I felt like we had to say something because we talk about her like she's still around.
Right.
Yeah. I like her so much in this movie.
Well,
I like this movie so much. Man, I thought Martin Donovan was the fucking coolest when I first saw this. I thought this was I loved this movie. This is my favorite Hal Hartley movie. Mm-hmm. And this little grouping of Hal Hartley movies, they carried me through watching his movies for quite a while.
I hated pretty much everything. Except I did like seeing the guitar playing mechanic come back.
Uh-huh.
I liked the shots of the repair shops,
mm-hmm.
especially towards the end.
How about that lineup of people with TVs?
That's fantastic also. I liked the lady on the bench, but only once the direction of the dialogue shifted into her direction. Mm-hmm. They're back and forth. It was just like, God, this is Hal, and it's dreadful.
God, I think this movie...
I hated Adrienne Shelly.
Really?
I hated Jeffrey Donovan's brother.
Come on.
I hated, pretty much this whole thing, except for those things that I mentioned. But before we really dive into it, why don't you hit me with that synopsis?
On my phone?
The phone?
Phone boys. Trust. High school flunko Maria Coughlin? Adrienne Shelly is pregnant. Both in that she is carrying a baby and also completely full of shit. After she sabotages her relationship with star quarterback Anthony, Gary Sauer, she kills her father and then goes on the run. Meanwhile, Andrew McCarthy wannabe Matthew Slaughter, Martin Donovan, brother of Jeffrey, mopes around, refusing to contribute to society, passive-aggressively triggering his father's grief over his lost wife, Matthew's mother, and pretty much just bullies every person he meets while pressuring divorced mothers or two to have unprotected alley sex with him. You're such a fucker. As luck would have it, Matthew and Maria were made for each other. And thank Jules' lucky stars, we go on yet another Hal Hartley fueled adventure full of whimsical yet believable and relatable characters who utter such nuanced and flavored dialogue. Be still Jules' beating heart. Will these two Romeos finally become Juliet's? Trust. God damn.
I'm so glad you didn't read that beforehand. Oh, God.
Hit me with it, Julian. Take me through the movie.
So Adrienne Shelly is like, I don't know, a Jersey loose girl.
What?
Right? She's got a huge bouffant.
Did you call her loose girl?
Caked in makeup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and she's wearing like pencil skirts that just let the barn door show. You know, just hello down there because it's so short and hot pink. She's preggo, and she's also kind of a brat. And she's in her dad's face. He's in her face. And she slaps him in the face. And goes, I'm pregnant. He goes, get out of my house.
Bastard.
Slut.
Daddy!
Get out.
And she leaves.
This is some shit you got right here, buddy.
And then he just drops dead.
John.
Do you think it's from the shame for not supporting his fucking daughter when she reveals she's pregnant? Instead, they all treat her like she's garbage and tell her to get out?
No, it was his justified inner rage at how disappointing she's become that burst a blood vessel. And it's probably an aneurysm more than a heart attack. But the heart gave out from break.
You're mean. You're mean.
No, it's so...
You're calling her a slut because for how she dresses? Young girls can dress all they want.
I don't know, man. I'm not slut-shaming her. I'm just saying the dialogue is so unbearable.
Tease that brat out, and you sit around watching television all day long, and you know what you're going to look like by the time you're 21? Huh? Ugh, you think I need that? I don't need that. These are the most important years of my life as a football player. This arm is going to make me famous.
That it just makes me hate all of these unrelatable characters because they're all just fucking...
Interesting.
Yeah, that's terrible.
They're all dealing with their own personal traumas, man.
Yeah, but they're all shitbags.
I mean, I think they're shitbags based on circumstances.
Matthew Slaughter, I'm on his side.
Yeah.
Because we then meet him, and he's just being cucked hard by his dad.
Yeah.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Clean that fucking bathroom.
All I want to do is clean the bathroom.
Oh!
Yeah. It's not even dirty.
No, he cleaned it. And then the guy goes, clean it. He's
does it
losing his
again.
fucking mind.
His dad's always hitting him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a grown-ass man.
But
His
then-
dad's hitting him.
But then later in the movie, we see he's just walking into a bar and he's just pushing people around and slapping people in the face.
yes, because...
Taking everything he wants. It's like a terrorizer.
Where do you think bullies, like those hardcore mean bullies, come from? Like Kiefer Sutherland in Stand By Me.
You're dead.
Yeah, but those are children.
Their dads are beating them up.
This guy's like 25.
Matthew is 33.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's...
Dressing like he's fucking John Cusack from Say Anything.
God, I think he's so cool. He is so, like, full of an insane amount of rage. And he is only afraid of his father, and everybody else is fuck you. I really find it quite hilarious when he just shoves people out of the way. I think it's quite a funny movie.
No, I can't deal with it.
Oof. Well, he's at his job, right?
Yeah, he puts a guy's head in the vice.
Matt Malloy.
Matt
yeah.
Malloy.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Don Castellaneta.
AKA everything put together falls apart. He is sick of repairing shitty electronics. Are they computer monitors? Are they TVs?
TVs.
And
Well, those actually look like computers, but...
He's arguing with Matt Malloy and eventually sticks his head in the vice and quits.
Yeah, he's like, these things are garbaggio. Why are we making these?
And then his dad beats the fuck out of him.
Boosh, goosh.
Because he's quit his job.
Yeah.
That's an appropriate response, huh? His dad looks like The fucking guy from Bob's Burgers, Teddy.
Eat this.
No. What was that? Don't feed a guy a sponge, Bobby. Don't feed a guy a
You
sponge.
put it in your mouth, Teddy.
So,
Adrienne Shelly's been kicked out. Martin Donovan's stormed out.
she's walking around on the streets. She runs into a lady outside of a place. She kept begging her father for $5. So when she sees this lady, and the lady's like, "Damn, girl, you look rough."
Yeah.
With your leather jacket and pencil skirt. You know.
Is she wearing the leather jacket at this point?
Yeah.
I fucking love that look.
And
I think I had a big crush on her in this movie, and I think I just loved the romance between her and Martin Donovan.
interesting.
I think I thought it was like a very beautiful relationship.
I was getting real Pia Zadora vibes from Lonely Lady. From her performance. Holy Christ.
Lonely
You
Lady.
didn't get that at all?
Huh?
You didn't get that at all?
No, I think Adrienne Shelly's a fantastic actor. And I
Wow,
think
that's
that,
insane.
I think that Pia Zadora is terrible.
Yes, okay. So the lady's like, "Hey, you look like shit. You know, that'll get better." And she's like, "How do you know?" They just start blathering it.
I killed my father this morning.
My daughter would have been just about your age.
I didn't mean to, honest. It was an accident. We were just arguing.
I've spent some time in a psychiatric hospital.
I didn't even know he had a bad heart.
After that, my husband just didn't want children.
I had a child and lost him, and it's sad shit she's talking about.
In the ball pit at McDonald's.
It never came out. And then a punk girl comes up and just parks her stroller next to them and goes into the liquor store.
Why would you not bring the fucking baby into the liquor store?
Like, are you just parking it out here because that's what you do? Or you're like, "Oh, here's two women. I'll just put the baby here."
I mean, I think that was her move, but also they allow babies in liquor stores. She's acting like it's a dog.
Yes. Or her bike. So then she goes into the liquor store and she grabs a sixer. And she goes, "Here's $5 for the sixer." And the
I'm pregnant. Give me some beer.
guy goes, "You got an ID? McLovin?"
I come in here and buy beer all the time, dude.
Yeah. Where's the other lady or guy? "Well, I'm here." And you're thinking, "Oh, no." Because he goes, "Come back here." "Why?" "Because I'm blown away by your acting capabilities."
This is where the real good beer is.
"Come on, I need you to go out the back door. I can't be seen selling you beer." And I thought, he's skeezy, but that might also be legit.
Got some beer in my pants.
And then she goes into the back room and she goes, "Hey, ain't no door here except for the one I came in." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm going to take advantage of you."
Come on, give me a kiss.
Oh, gross.
Hey, you want the beer? You gotta give me a kiss.
Forget it. Just give me back the money.
No way.
Come on, it's not fair.
Well, you think it's fair you coming in here jeopardizing my business?
I ain't jeopardizing anything. I want to do business.
She fucking eventually just gets him to give her a cigarette.
Now take off your shirt.
Just wait a minute, will you?
Let me see you touch yourself.
Oh, I bet this gets you really excited, huh?
Sure does. How about you?
And she burns him in his eyeball.
It's great.
I would have punched him in his dick several times.
I think burning his fucking eyeball is a much better punishment.
No, you do the eyeball, and then when he goes down, oosh, oosh, just raining haymakers on his baby maker.
You did this for the unbelievable truth, too.
I did.
Just keep blasting him in the chest.
Yeah, you were frightened, weren't you? And she runs out, grabs the beer, and goes outside, and the woman's gone, and the baby's gone, and the punk lady's like, "Where's my baby?" She goes, "I'm out of here."
She kicks the stroller.
She does, and spits in her face. And
Why
then
would you kick the stroller?
gives her a wedgie.
You hope to get that baby back. You're going to need a stroller.
Baby, come back!
She doesn't look like she can afford another stroller.
No, or another baby. And so Adrienne Shelly slams the sixer. It's like Mickey grenade-sized beer. And she goes to a barn.
Do people still drink Mickeys? I forgot about Mickeys.
Yeah, they're still
Do you
around.
drink Mickeys?
No, it's been like 20 years.
They're gross, right?
Probably almost 30 years, yeah.
Fuck, we should get some Mickeys for the
No,
next
I wasn't
video
13
episode.
drinking Mickeys. What the fuck am I talking about?
I think I've maybe had one Mickeys in my life, and I thought it was gross.
There was a bar in Madison that actually had the sign out Instead of Blatz, it was Mickey's, and you could go in there and get grenades. But so Donovan leaves his dad's house. Adrienne Shelly does go home eventually and finds out that her dad's dead. Because I think this is when she told the lady on the bench that she killed her father. Mm-hmm. So that must have already happened. So Martin Donovan is there, just pretending like he's Chandler Bing.
Do you live around here?
Not far.
I don't have anywhere to go.
So?
Get it?
She's like, whatever, man. And he goes, come sleep in my house. She goes, all right.
Wait, did you set this up that they're in an abandoned house that they both happen to go to be alone, her to drink that beer and him to have like a cigarette and think about how mad he is?
Yeah.
And he also carries around a grenade.
Yeah.
At all
God,
times.
Yeah.
His dad brought it back from Nam.
Yeah.
And he keeps it with him just in case.
In case what?
Just in case.
Are you emotionally disturbed?
Look, I just showed it to you because of what you said.
So he takes her home, and she sleeps in his bed, and she's just filthy.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because of the hay?
Clothes are so dirty. Well, I mean, that house is pretty rotten.
And like her back's dirty.
Yeah.
She was wearing a leather jacket.
Maybe she's masturbating on the floor of that rotten house.
Maybe she's just
pushing herself
breakdancing.
into filth. Oh, that would probably make more sense.
So, of course, his dad's not going to be happy, but...
Well, that's not really...
In general.
Yeah.
But, because she's a circus idiot...
Yeah.
She pours a Tupperware full of soup into a pan.
Yeah, let's cook that soup.
And then just elbows it off the counter.
Yeah, it gets all over the floor. And she's like, I better mop that up. But first, let me set my milk on the washing machine that's running.
Yeah, because... Of course, and then I'm going to walk away while the toast is on fire.
I guess I'm going to think about mopping this. I should get clean before I
I'm going to go smoke in the bathroom.
Yeah, everybody smokes in this movie.
And the dad comes home and he's just like, what in the hell?
Hi.
Who the hell are you?
I'm a friend of your son's.
My son doesn't have any friends.
There's soup and the glass is fire, Mm-hmm. I'm rightfully upset.
She's like, are you on the dad's side in this movie?
In this instance, yeah. Your house almost could possibly burn down.
Okay, I would be upset.
Yeah.
But...
He goes far. But I'm saying he's rightfully upset. He isn't justified in his actions.
Sure, okay.
But he is understandably upset.
But I mean,
nobody's in this kitchen and it's on fire. Mm-hmm. And so, but then he goes a little bit hard on her.
Yeah,
you dumb tramp. Mm-hmm. Get your slig out of here.
I don't like no sluts up in my house.
Well, I'm drying my clothes.
Oh yeah, these clothes. Drop them in the soup. He's a real asshole.
And he's just hammering on Martin Donovan,
beating the shit out of him, and she's horrified.
She goes, "Come on, Marty D, let's get out of here." And they do. Go back to her house.
Steals some clothes from the closet of his late mom.
Oh, and Peg, Edie Falco.
Yeah.
I don't know if you recognized her.
Edie Falco's the sister. Yeah, she's only in it for a minute. It's different ladies throughout the rest.
She tries to come on to him in the bar, but isn't like throwing herself at him. She's like, "What's your deal?"
Yeah.
And then
I hear you're a real asshole piece of shit.
You want to go have sex out back?
You're talking to the mother of two. You know that? You can't be talking to somebody's mother like that. Bastard.
Here, have a drink.
Oh, fuck
No,
off.
seriously, I mean it. Stay.
I think this line is stuck in my head. I'm a mother.
Yeah, I'm a mother of two. You fucking...
You can't talk to me like that.
You cannot. And she starts to leave, and he goes, "No, wait.
She's
so
a mother of two.
Yeah.
Dropping her fucking cell phone.
Get it together.
Here you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Maria?
Peg.
Where'd you get that dress?
Do you know him?
Matthew, come home with us.
What?
He has to, Peg.
Maria, if you come home right now, Mom is going to stab you in the heart with a steak knife, okay?
What she insists that he comes back to her house.
Yep.
So now she's rescuing him. Huh?
What?
Her house.
Okay.
To rescue him. The whorehouse, and...
He's staying there, and the mom's like, "You're my slave now."
I'm never going to forgive you.
I know.
As long as I live, I'm going to work your fingers to the bone.
Okay.
Did you eat anything today?
No.
Sit down, and I'll fix you something.
I want to talk about the mom.
Let's talk about the mom.
The mom, I remember thinking she looked so old when I first saw this movie, and I think she looks so old in the beginning of this movie. And then as the movie goes on, I'm thinking, my mom's kind of hot.
Yeah.
We're just old now? That's probably it? It's been 20 plus years?
Yeah.
No, I'm like, she's looking like an old Polish lady, but she's looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. She's raring to go.
She's not.
No, she's not.
No,
at all.
she's grieving her husband. She's not ready to
she's
fuck
not,
anybody.
though. She actually is glad he's dead.
What?
Yeah. She says
she?
that.
Does
yeah.
she?
She goes, I could not tell you how many times I woke up just wishing he would just, like, leave or go away.
That's fucked.
And then she fucking was a genius. She killed him with a slap. If I'd have fucking known that.
Isn't that crazy how many people are married and they hate each other?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
There was a scene earlier when Adrienne Shelly's first attempting to get an abortion, and the nurse, when you're talking about giving her alcohol illegally, she does a soliloquy where she's like, I was so stupid. I didn't realize that when he looked at me, all he saw was...
He didn't see me.
What did he see? And then I figured it out.
Yeah.
My butt,
my legs, my lips.
Eventually, she drops the C word.
My cunt.
Yeah, and the nurse is like, damn, this chick's...
What, do you think we shouldn't say that word?
No,
We're
no,
just gonna
say it
the
again.
C word.
And the nurse is like, she doesn't even pull it out of a drawer. She's just got the doers on her fucking desk.
Well, I mean, there's all the anti-abortion protesters out
Sure, but put it in a drawer.
there. I don't know, man. It's just
That's what you
go
do.
through
And then you open up the drawer, and then you pull out, you know. But she's just like, here, drink it. You're pregnant at 17.
Yeah.
So if you were 16,
I wouldn't give it to you.
we'd be on MTV. But so she goes, is this really what you want? She goes, oh, I don't know. And then Martin Donovan eventually, he goes, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get a real job and I'm going to marry you. Oh, no, sorry. They do go back together for the abortion. And this, my friend, is when we're treated to the first Hal Hartley speaking role of a one young Bill Sage, playing the character of John Bill. They lock eyes immediately.
Yeah.
When they're in the waiting room. And he just comes over gleefully.
I know you hate the Hal Hartley dialogue, but I like the repetition of it. I find it satisfying.
How long do you think it'll take?
I don't know. Not long, I guess.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you?
Feel like smashing things up.
Relax. There's nothing to worry about. Why don't you go for a walk?
I don't want to take a walk. You sure you want to go through with this?
What do you mean?
Marry me.
Don't be crazy.
Marry me. Have the baby. We'll be a family.
You're delirious.
Sorry.
It's okay.
How long do you think it'll take?
I don't know. Not long, I guess.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you?
I feel like tearing somebody's head off.
Maria Coughlin?
I just want to break some stuff. So, like, he's ready to destroy
It's
things.
just one of them days.
I like the repetition of it.
Sure.
I enjoyed it.
No, fine.
So when him and Bill Sage lock eyes, and Bill Sage comes on over, and he's like, hey, man, what's up? First time?
He's giving me real Billy Crudup vibes.
How you doing?
I feel like smashing things up.
Yeah, sometimes it gets like that.
Immediately, I'm thinking, okay, where's this going to go?
Yeah.
You know, maybe this guy's going to drop some truth bombs on him. No, he's a cunt.
He's a fucking horrible person.
It's your first time?
What?
It's your first time here?
Of course.
Thought so.
Who the hell are you?
John Bill, how you doing?
I already told you I feel like punching somebody's lights out.
Yeah, the first time's kind of tough, but you know, it's an amazing thing. You come in here the first time, your whole life's a mess, all this tension and stuff. And then she goes in there, and when she comes out, everything's fixed.
He throttles him a little bit, and they throw fucking Matt Modine out, and that's when he goes, "I'll marry you.
I'm the princess bride."
She goes, "But do you trust me or love me?" He goes, "Love and trust,
Yeah,
and devotion."
I respect and admire you. It's just like, isn't that love? And he's like, no, it's better than love.
What about with trust though? And he goes, "All right, fine. That's what it takes."
So she does a trust fall. Like
So-
he runs over there and grabs her.
And they're all throughout the entire movie. They're like, "He's a genius." I'm like, "Well, you can fix a television. You have a manual.
Yeah.
You know, if you have soldering skills."
I was wondering if you liked the tiny little bit of detective work in this movie, because we both like Cold Storage so much, where they're trying to find the husband of the woman who stole the baby.
I did like that, and then I like that they were all the same. she runs into the husband, who faints immediately.
What do you think it's about? Like he's worried he's been found out?
Well, that's what I'm
Stolen a
wondering.
baby?
Because she just goes, I'm friends with your wife. Tell her I said hi, which I'm guessing he did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they returned the baby?
Well, yeah.
Like they had it?
Obviously.
Because then she goes to see her and they goes, oh, hey, the baby in the newspaper.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, it could just be that that's the talk of the town.
No, I think that was the little nudge the lady needed. She knew exactly who the lady was that she gave $5 to.
Yeah.
And that lady knew she stole the baby. She's like, I gotta give that baby back.
I thought she was going to throttle her for making her give the baby back.
No, she's just so sad.
But then the mom, she's fed up. Because Martin Donovan gets a job at the thing. He sacrifices his morals. He gets home, he watches television now.
I've given up. I watched it was on when I got here.
My brain is dead.
You know what? Television is the opiate of the masses, but like I like to get drunk every night.
Yeah, and she sits in front of it.
Getting drunk.
Yeah, he gets drunk all the fucking time.
What are you talking about, man? You're getting fucked up.
And
That's
he's a
the
pussy,
opiate
it
of
turns
the
out.
masses.
Turns out he's a pussy, too. And he's drinking with that mama.
She tricks him, which is also something
Technically.
her bottle is water.
Yeah,
he drinks like a
technically.
whole bottle of scotch.
We saw him drink 5 or 6 sips.
I think he drank a lot.
Maybe. But, so he's dead. Adrienne Shelly doesn't like that.
She planted ahead. Who's dead? What? Oh,
He's dead inside now?
Yeah.
The mom, all of a sudden, she goes, you know what, dude? I don't want you around here. You need to be with Peg.
You'll never take my daughter away from me.
Because she's going to be my slave. And she goes, I'll drink you for it. He goes, you idiot. I'm a lush.
And you agree with this mom's parenting tactics? You're all about it?
Every single one throughout the... No, it's dastardly.
It's sad. Yeah.
Even though she seems to realize at the moment her plan doesn't backfire, but Adrienne Shelly doesn't play into it.
Yeah.
To give her that satisfaction. So, yeah, they're drinking hard. And they're kind of bonding. They're not bonding, but they're putting it all out there.
Yeah.
And leveling with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Putting their cards to bear. Now, it does turn out that she's tricking him, so it's quite dastardly. But, yeah, he's like, yeah, my dad, he's a real shitball. But my mom died giving birth to me and whatever. So he passes out.
Gene. I think I'm actually drunk.
I think so, too.
And the mom gets him upstairs.
I don't think she can carry him. He's huge.
He's walking.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Okay, she doesn't carry him like a little baby?
No, I think she's got his arm over her shoulder.
This is at least the third time I've seen this movie, if not more.
And yet, he doesn't seem to want to pay attention.
I'm stupid. This is how I am.
You were just enamored by how great it is. That you can't...
I can't remember
see
anything.
it as an individual part.
By the time I was watching this movie originally as a teenager, I was smoking a ton of weed. And now I am 41 and still smoking a ton of weed, but also drinking a lot.
That's
so
true.
My
I was
brain
drinking a little bit myself.
Is doing pretty well.
Boy, there were times I had to rewind this movie several times
Yeah,
because I was like, "Oh shit, it's been like 5 minutes and I'm looking at the news." I gotta check this out. But so she gets him up to Peg's bed, strips him nude.
Hell yeah! You think she kisses that warm little slug?
And and then puts her hair clip on the television. Peg comes in. She pulls some of the...
I thought she's going to fuck him when she took off the hair clip. I thought that was like, I'm unleashing
me
beast.
Too.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't clear that it wasn't her bedroom.
I kind of wanted her to.
I feel like she was going to bang away on Darla. That's what I was hoping for, too, but that's not what happened.
And she's screaming fire it up while she's on top of him. What's happening?
Nothing. I was just looking at it. Don't worry about it.
It's a ghost?
So she goes downstairs, and that's when Peg's like, this isn't rum, it's water.
You should have been home half an hour ago.
The other girl got sick. What is this?
What?
This isn't gin.
Oh, that.
This is water.
When the H-bomb?
It's supposed to be gin.
Gin, too.
I thought you paid attention to movies.
Gin rummy.
That's a game. Cards.
And she goes, oh, at least the whiskey's real. She goes, yeah, go upstairs and get into bed.
Get out of here, whore.
But don't open up your eyes until you're in bed.
Yeah, I hear you abandoned your 2 children and never see them anymore, and your husband divorced you.
She
'cause
didn't
you hate 'em.
abandon them. They were actually taken from her.
Yeah, because she's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Real
You miss him? Sure.
Real Jersey girl.
Yeah.
And she gets into bed with him, and she's like, this is interesting. I'm drinking. He's passed out. She kisses him on the lips.
Takes her gum out and kisses him.
He
and
farts.
He's like...
Mm-hmm. And she just is there.
Shaking that dick, trying to make it go hard.
Adrienne Shelly went out for milk hours before this. She comes back down, and mom's like, I want a tea. Where the fuck was my milk?
Well, I was at the diner talking to the abortion nurse, and there's this crazy old guy from The Unbelievable Truth working behind the counter.
Coffee.
Look, we don't want any trouble.
Coffee.
We're closing up.
Milk, no sugar.
Hi.
Hi.
And the anti-abortion assholes flip over the nurse's car.
Twice they've destroyed
This
it?
is the second time now, yeah. But she's just like, you know what? I want you to do this and that and this and that. And Adrienne Shelly's like, nah, I'm not going to do any of that. She goes, well, go upstairs and get my fucking hair piece. Or hairpin. Hair clip. It's in your sister's room, ominously.
Get my extensions!
What? No.
I like to look pretty before bed.
Go get it! And the mom is immediately racked with anxiety and grief.
Yeah, she's an asshole.
And Adrienne Shelly, we don't see anything that transpires. We don't hear anything. She comes back down. Here's your clip. All right, I'm going to bed. Pecks her and leaves. And the mom's just like, what in tarnation?
Julian, do you not feel that they have like a nice relationship, Adrienne Shelly and Martin Donovan? Like, they legitimately care for each other. It's not sexually motivated.
Okay.
They're like 2 alone people that have found each other.
The problem is that none of these people feel like they have real emotions to me. It just all feels like the set dressing of Dogville. Yeah.
I've seen Dogville.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, that last little chunk.
But the set dressing.
Yeah. With
house.
Tapes. Yeah.
That's how it... Sad. But what I thought had happened was that Edie Falco moved him.
Moved him?
Mm-hmm. To his bed.
Oh, but...
She was wise to what's happening.
But no.
No, she just sleeps there.
It doesn't look like they had sex, though, because Edie Falco's still holding that cup of whiskey.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So she gets an abortion because she caught them in bed together. And then...
Well, I don't... Isn't it because she talked with the abortion doctor?
Well, she saw them in bed, and she realized that he doesn't love her.
He does love her.
Because he's having sex with Peg.
Oh.
Hey, Peg.
What's that from?
Married with Children.
You're all Bundy? When a shoe salesman could support a family on
Yeah.
one salary?
And ruin the marriage of an architect.
Is that Jefferson Darcy? No, Steve? Who did he ruin?
Billy Worth.
Huh?
He's a shoe salesman in Red Shoe. Fuck. So she doesn't want to marry him. She goes, we shouldn't be married. And you're also, whatever. And then he goes back to his job after he quit.
He begs him.
And he pulls a pin on his grenade.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was going to say he begged him for it a long time ago.
And authorities are there, press are there, people are freaking. She goes inside.
And he's standing there kind of terrified holding the grenade.
What happened?
I don't know.
And she grabs it.
I just wanted to kill myself in front of everybody.
And throws it. And then it explodes.
Well, it doesn't explode right away.
No, I didn't say that.
You said she throws it and then it explodes. Well, how would anybody... everybody's like, oh, man, he threw the grenade and it exploded right then.
No.
They have like a 2-minute conversation.
She threw the
and then it
grenade.
explodes.
Things happen, and then it explodes. That's what I mean. That's the implication. Because nothing happens. So then he goes to jail because he's, a fucking psychotic attempted mass murderer.
I mean, he's troubled. But yeah.
And he's in trouble. American style. And thank Sweet Baby Jesus. The movie's over.
Yeah.
You
Fuck
you loved it.
I like this movie a lot.
I absolutely did not.
When I was little, I found their relationship quite romantic. I was pulling for them. I liked that they were two outsiders that came together. I felt like they were coming from bad situations and they helped each other.
Okay.
And I found that romantic and nice. Like they are their own islands.
I mean, look, if this clicks for you, I can. Yeah, right.
Thanks.
You're with it because the way I bounce off of it, I can only imagine the opposite must be true if you are into it. That level of vitriol versus your level of love for it. I just am on the opposite side.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I just do not like it.
It's really as two men of similar ages who grew up in our formative years, the really powerful ones, watching a shit ton of 90s indie movies, dumb shit, as much as we could get. I find it interesting that these don't click as movies you haven't seen but are a wonderful throwback to 1990. You know, like they feel like, you know, lost 90s, I would say classics. I know you would not say that.
But that's just it. This just feels like
garbage,
grind
trash. Yeah.
to
Oh
me.
God, grind was so boring. This is not grind.
So boring.
Oh man.
Because if I had seen it at the time, I'm sure I would have a stronger affinity for it.
I don't know if that's true.
I think so because, like, Slacker's not a good movie to me. Maybe now.
Grind is legitimately insanely boring.
Yes.
It is so boring.
So is this. Honestly, man, there were so many times where I'm just like, I could care less. If I were murdered right now, I'm ready to go.
Hal Hartley, how do you feel about this?
I mean, good on you, bro, for making this movie in 11 days with nothing but a script, I guess. But
who's the target audience for this? It's me big time.
Yeah, who's not? You know what's interesting? I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm gonna need this to poo-poo all over your enjoyment of this movie. This movie had a budget of $700,000.
Well, you know, they have to shoot on film.
Worldwide gross, $357,400, which perfectly encapsulates our feelings for this movie because half the people that like this sort of thing saw it, and the rest of the half that would have seen this didn't, which is why I only made half of its budget back.
I don't think
the
that
math
makes
is
sense.
sound. He likes it. I just give me Love Liza any day over this garbage.
Well, yeah, that's not a fair. Well, I don't.
It's a good movie.
It's amazing.
Heart 8.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Truth or Consequence.
No.
Or Love and whatever.
Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Love and Death on Long Island.
No, Love and Other Consequences. Catastrophes. Yep.
You like.
It's the same thing to me.
Okay.
What do you give Trust?
Do you know? Say the number, Jules. What am I going to say? 9?
Yeah.
8.
Okay.
I love this movie.
Okay.
I like it so much.
Shit, man. I'm gonna give it a 3. I almost
3?
I almost gave it a 2, but I thought I don't want to end our friendship.
You wouldn't. It's an interesting thing. I'm trying to very hard to be an adult.
Yeah.
I'm offended that you don't like it, but then I'm like, wait a minute, no, people have different feelings.
If this was a movie on DVD, I'd hit eject and I'd put it right in the garbage. Terrible. But what do you give Bill Sage? That's the real question.
Bill Sage is a real good scumbag. I give him a 7. He's a real piece of shit in this.
5 or 6 lines, kills it.
Yeah.
Real Billy Crudup.
Hell's
moment
giving him
here.
more dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
You've got so much Hal Hartley to get through. There's Simple Man.
Yeah.
And then there's like fucking 4 short films, I think.
It'll be interesting if I ever actually get it.
No, why would you? Why?
The quality never improves.
Oh, you know what? But also, that's
They're
only,
all just made in the course of 2 weeks.
That's only within the first 10 Bill Sage movies.
Okay.
Because Bill Sage keeps working with Hal Hartley throughout his whole career.
Jesus.
So you have lots of Hal Hartley to look forward to.
So, that's it for the third Bill Sage.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, it's a speaking role. And I'm all about it.
Bill, I'm sorry. Do you like Hal Hartley? Maybe you don't like him either. Hal Hartley works real good on me.
Good.
Not so much on Jules.
Yet.
Hal Hartley and Bill Sage come on over to the house. Mm-hmm. Jules wants to hang out with you.
Hey, come on over, yeah.
They both emailed me and said they wanted to come over. Okay. Hal Hartley emailed me too.
Yeah, very nice.
No. You can contact us on Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, YouTube. We do them filmographies.
Yep.
Jillian, if you wanted to text me or leave me a voicemail.
Mm-hmm. Or call.
Well, I'm not going to answer the
answer.
phone. That's crazy. Hello? What? I think people just hang up. Be freaked out.
It's real.
He's been telling me it's a voicemail for years on this podcast. And then he was like, hello? It's the guy from the podcast. He said hello. And there's little kids yelling in the background, yelling, I hate you, Dad.
Jesus Christ.
They say they hate me, Dad, so much.
Yeah, you can call us at 763-634-1897. That number again?
763-634-1897. Hey, we're going to eat dinner in 5 minutes. I want a muffin pack. Mm-hmm. You can't have a muffin pack. We're going to eat dinner in 15 minutes. I'm cooking it right now. It's almost done. I hate you, Dad!
You fat bitch.
They do talk about how fat I am. God. Thank you for bringing that up.
You can go to nowplayingnetwork.net and check out Tracks of the Damned. And review us on Apple Podcast or iTunes.
iTunes,
plural.
they stopped that.
Did they?
I think there is an iTunes. Is there iTunes?
I think if you're not an Apple guy, you got to still use iTunes, right?
No,
I don't
Apple,
know, man.
I don't know.
But you can review us on there.
Apparently, more people will listen.
It looks like there's options, but there's really you can only give a 5-star. It's weird.
We'll see you next week with another Bill Sage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Oh, I think it might be Laws of Gravity. You ever seen Laws of Gravity?
I don't know.
I've been Jason.
I've been Jules.
And
we did them.
Yep, big time.
Burp, burp.